may be non-U.S. citizens not filing taxes in the U.S. Well, guess what? I got really bad news and I got really good news for you. FIRPTA stands for the Foreign Investment in Real Property Tax Act. And the really bad news is that means that if you are a non-tax-paying foreign national, every time you sell a piece of U.S. property, you get 15% of the sales price deducted from what you get to take home. You sell a $200,000 piece of property, $30,000 goes into the federal government immediately. That's bad news. Now, it's not a tax specifically, but it is a withholding that you will only get back if you file a tax return. And how long is that going to take? So FIRPTA, that side of it's really bad news, but here's the really good news. If you do a 1031 exchange, FIRPTA is waived. Well, now think about the buying power again. Let's go back to our example way at the beginning with investor A and investor B. What can you do with that extra $30,000? That represents a lot of buying power, doesn't it? So if you're able to have that go into the 1031 exchange instead of going to the federal government, even if you get it back, you have jump-started your U.S. investing so much more. Now, there's some quirks. First of all, you absolutely have to buy more than what you sell. If you do not do that at the 1031, then your qualified intermediary has to withhold the full FIRPTA. So you got to be careful you do a full 1031 exchange. Secondly, you do not have the flexibility of selling in the U.S. and then buying in one of the territories. It's got to be in the 50 United States if you're the foreign national wanting to accept from FIRPTA. So the two great opportunities you have, again, the bad news, 15% withholding. The two pieces of good news, you could do the 1031 exchange, or if the buyer of your property is willing to state and certify that they're going to live in the property and that the sales price is less than $300,000, then again, FIRPTA does not have to be withheld. But there's a lot of cases where the buyer is not going to be willing to certify that. And since we know that you're a non-resident, non-U.S. citizen, guess what? Every piece of property you own in the U.S. is probably investment property. And you can do the 1031 exchange to avoid the FIRPTA tax.